in real close, real close. I know some people who know some people who know some people that work in one of the area's police departments. And this alert is being shared amongst police officers across the local area. Okay? Last night, a deputy told family that local white supremacist KKK members originating out of Lexington, North Carolina, are planning to attack from now until Inauguration Day. They are plotting against black people, especially black women, because in their eyes, we are easy targets. Please be vigilant. Try not to do anything alone, especially after dark. This is not a hoax or a rumor. The deputy showed paperwork that the police department has. In their words, they're taking their country back. It's really scary, and please take what I am telling you seriously.
So I just got word that white supremacists in Georgia and South Carolina are making a decision.
Grab myself some extra art. Man, I went to the gun store today, y'all, to grab myself some extra artillery, to treat myself to something nice for these festive times that we living in. And when I tell y'all I was the only black person in there, I was the only black person in that motherfucker. And I go to this one all the time. This is the main shop and range that I go to. So every time I went in there, I ain't always been the only black person. But this time was different because I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna run in there on my lunch break, grab what I want real quick, and just dip out. When I tell you, and it was like 1:30, bro, 2 o'clock at the latest. When I tell you, bro, these white folks was piling in this bitch, you would have thought this shit was some type of convention, bro. Like, I seen a group of maybe 18, 19 at the oldest year-old white boys in there. Each one of them white boys had 2 rifle bags and shit. Getting ready to go to the range. They treating that shit like it's laser tag. Chopping it up, oh yeah, talking about school and all this other shit. Then you got all these other white dudes in there with their wives. Bro, they grabbing ammunition. They grabbing silencers, bipods. I'm like, yo, man, this shit is fucking crazy, bro. And I'm like, this shit is wild, bro. I had to grab myself some extra ammunition because I'm like, yo, y'all not about to leave me with nothing, bro. Leave me out here high and dry like that. It's like, fuck that shit, bro. I was like, damn, maybe I should buy me something else. This shit is fucking ridiculous. And I know it's election time, so, you know, these NRA type of motherfuckers start losing their top a little bit and go over the edge. But, bro, this was different because I done been to the store and the range around election time before, and it was never like this, bro. Not no 1 o'clock on a weekday. I know it's Friday and shit, but 1 o'clock on a weekday, people bringing their whole fucking families. And I looked on their website, too. It wasn't no type of special event or nothing, bro. These folks was not fucking around, bro. Every white person that walked in that bitch, they was headed straight to the range and had 2, 3 rifle bags with their ass, bro. They was not fucking around. I'm like, man, my people got to hurry up and get in here and load up because I don't know what the fuck they doing, but they damn sure ain't playing.
A police department in Georgia under fire after a viral post left many outraged. The video shows white people using an image of a black man for target practice. The police department for the town of Villarica posted the pictures from its training course on social media over the weekend, and the backlash was swift. The post got more than 500 comments and had more than 400 shares, most of the people finding the images offensive.
You put this image up, and we're being shot at.
It was immediately clear to me that the selection of these images used in this training was offensive.
Perception of it looks like we have people just shooting at black guys, and that's not at all what it was.
The chief of the police department says he is now ordering the offensive images taken down. The city has hired an
where the police chief has issued an apology after photos show an image of a black man used as target practice during a training seminar.
MP5. Knights SR-15. Knights Armament SR-16. Knights M110K1, M1 Carbine, M16A1, Alchemy 2011, World War III winning 1911, Colt SCW, BNT SBC 9, BNT APC 9, SIG 553, HK P7 M13, COD G36C, Black Ops AUG, Stripper Pistol, HK 416A5, Colt Single Action Army, BNT APR 308, M1 Grand, Car 98, Browning A5.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. And as you can see, Jake, Esau is not playing with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That perpetual hatred that Esau has already had and has been, for the most part, he's concealed his hate. He of course he's shown his hate through the way that he treats you Israelites. Some Esau, some Edomites, they'll blatantly tell you, like, I hate niggas. And then you have those who, they'll get along with Jake, they'll be cordial with Jake, but they don't really tell you their true intentions or their true feelings about you, man. But in the time to come, Esau is about to show his horns, man. He's about to really show you what he thinks about you Israelites. And this is nothing new as far as Esau, being at the range. He's in his element. He loves going to the range. He loves, he loves weapons. He loves chaos. That's his blessing. The sword, right? The modern day sword being the gun. So this is nothing new, man. Esau been teaching their children to shoot, teaching their wives how to shoot. They've been going to the range. They've been stocking up on ammunition and firearms. I used to work with I used to work with this Edomite. All this nigga would talk about is guns all day. He would talk about how, he has plans on going to the police force. And, all he would talk about is guns. I can't wait to go to the range, or I can't wait to get this new pistol. That's his nature, man. And, Jake talking about, I can't wait for my people to, get together and come load up. But guess what, man? You can go load up all you want to. Even if Jake got on one accord today and decided to go buy up, a bunch of arms and ammunition, you still not going to beat Esau, because that's his blessing. You can't overcome Esau with his blessing, man. The same way they can't overcome us with our blessing, right? Which is, to have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai on our side. They can't beat us at our own game, so to speak. Let me get a quick precept on that, because that's not the way that you're supposed to be running to. You're not supposed to be seeking to bear arms or to, stock up on your firearms and your artillery, because that's not going to save you, man. Psalms 44 and starting at verse 5. It says, through thee will we push down our enemies, right? So which means us Israelites, again, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, he's our God. And the Lord said, wait ye upon me until I rise up to the prey, and pretty much make our enemies our footstool. It says, through thee will we push down our enemies. So we got to wait on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai left a message to us before he, went up to the Father on his right-hand side. He said, he told us to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, and if you're actually using wisdom, you're gonna hide yourself, understanding that these evil times is coming, right? All of these dangers and these how does it go? A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. If you're being prudent, if you're being wise, you're gonna hide yourself in the spirit, right? In the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, not in your bunker, not behind your guns. because that's not going to save you. It's always going to be unreliable, and you're going to end up being disappointed in the end, right? But you can never be disappointed trusting in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. It says, through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us, right? For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. So that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be matching their energy. You're supposed to, go in a way that's going to outdo what they got going on. Trying to do what they doing, you're going to lose. Because they not new to this. They've been doing this shit. And just, hey, Jake, man, listen, Esau is not playing with you. That perpetual hatred, it's about to show forth, man. That wickedness that comes forth like that rust, it's about to be shown. For all of these niggas that trust Esau, and they, now don't get me wrong, you have particular brothers that may work with Edomites, and they may have little work relationships, or be cordial with Esau. But guess what? At the end of the day, you got to understand that that's your enemy. And the scriptures say never trust your enemy, man, because they when they have their secret councils and their meetings, they're not speaking on your behalf. They're not vouching for you. When it comes to survival, it's gonna be you or them. And as you can see, they don't have your best interest, man. They want to take you out. Psalms 10:8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. And this is his nature, because he's a cunning hunter, right? And he's always been that cunning hunter. But when it comes to hunting you Israelites, right, that's coming back. He's about to get back to that, that murderous, wild man spirit. It says his eyes are privily set against the poor, and the poor represents us Israelites, man. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net, right? So he has many different traps set for you Israelites. He has many different traps set for you. And he knows where to strike you. He knows where your weak spots are, because you show it. You reveal your weaknesses to your enemy, which is what you was never supposed to do. And ultimately, your weakness is being separated from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And when you're not, operating within the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you're not living by the Lord's will and acknowledging him in all your ways. That's where your weakness is. Your strength is when you calling on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and you trusting in the Lord, having faith in the Lord. Because the Lord is the one fighting for us at the end of the day. We can't deliver ourselves, and we can't overcome the enemy, by our own strength. The only thing we have faith in or hope in is the Lord coming and lifting up a standard against those who are targeting us. They have their eyes and their weapons set on us, man. That's the only way you can overcome that. Genesis 3:14, because this is the whole reason why, things are about to be the way that they are, man. When this devil come down with that great wrath, it's not just going to be the elites, right? You're going to have lower level Edomites coming up against us. It's going to be a civil war. These Edomites are fed up. They've been fed up. They've been not wanting us around. They've been wanting to do away with us. But now it's getting to the point to where they feel like we are a big problem, and we're stopping them from enjoying their kingdom. They think we're the problem. So they want to take things into their own hands and eliminate the problem. So right now, this is the time to be running to that safe place. But Jake is just out there in the open, vulnerable. It says, and the Lord Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. The serpent is not an actual serpent. It's not talking about a snake. The serpent is a type of person, right? Which that spirit then became Cain, and then became Esau. That's all the same spirit, right? That murderous, ungrateful, wicked spirit, which we know today to be Edomite. That spirit that beguiled Eve, that lied. Okay? Always moving real cunning, real sly like. So, that the spirit within that person was cursed, man. Which is why the Lord has hatred for that nation of people, right? That spirit that became that nation of people. To this day, the Lord has hatred for that nation of people. It says, and I will put enmity, right, which is hatred, between thee and the woman. The woman represents Israel, right? The Lord put hatred between the seed of the serpent and the seed of Israel, which is his chosen, his people. He put hatred between this nation of people and us. It's always been tension. No matter how much cooning a nigga may do, or how cool that Edomite at work may be, there's always going to be hatred between Edomites and Israelites. That's how the Lord programmed it to be. They even strove against each other in the womb. All right. It says, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. All right, which goes back to Esau being on top, right? They bruised our heel. So like it says, it shall bruise thy head, and it shall bruise his heel. Excuse me, thou shalt bruise his heel. Yeah, they brought us down from our our honor, so to speak, and they took our place as having the control of the world. And we've been oppressed for so long as they've been in rulership. But the Lord is going to raise up Israel to bruise their head, which is going to be a vital blow, a fatal blow. Right, the heel represents the stability. Right, they took us out of power. They're ruling over us, oppressing us, but they didn't do away with us. But we're gonna overcome them in a way that they can't come back from. But that's going to be through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? When Yahushua returns and takes the crowns of these other kings, of these other nations, then he's going to put us back in power to rule over these nations. But right now, you're not supposed to try to fight against that, against Esau in a carnal way. The only way to fight against him is trusting in the Lord, man. And if you don't have faith that the Lord is going to lift up that standard, then you're just not going to be defended. Like it says, woe unto you that have lost patience. Or Salaki, woe unto you that believe not. In Sirach 2 and 13, it says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, right, which means weak-minded, for he believeth not, right? If you don't have faith in the Lord, then he's not going to protect you. He's not going to guide you in these last days. It says, therefore shall he not be defended, right? And it speaks about how the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. All right. But Genesis 27 and 41, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, right? Even though this nigga, he despised his blessing, and he pretty much cast it away from him because he couldn't know. He was impatient. He was ungrateful. So he sold his birthright to Jacob for a pot of for some pottage. It wasn't fully cooked. He was so impatient. But then he lied to his father and said that Jacob pretty much beguiled him and stole it from him, when that's not the case. He gave it away. He despised it. He didn't want it. He didn't appreciate it. But then, because he was unappreciative and he wanted to have his cake and eat it too, so to speak. He must not have thought Jacob was serious and that he was going to take that birthright. So when he found out that he was really, he was assed out. He had this wrath for Jacob, man. That's where that enmity is or excuse me, that's where that enmity comes in between Jacob and Esau, the seed of the serpent and the seed of the woman. It says, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, right? Because Isaac was about to give up the ghost. It says, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So he was going to wait until Isaac, went back to the spirit world, and then he was going to hunt down Jacob, and Jacob, finding this out through, the angel telling Rebecca this, Rebecca then relayed that intention of Esau to Jacob, and Jacob, fled. All right, Romans 13:4. For he is the minister of Yahweh to thee for good. And a minister is a servant. And this is talking about Esau, right? That vessel fit to destruction. That like it says, the Lord has created all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. This is what it's talking about. The Lord created everybody for a purpose. And Esau is set up for the purpose to, bring chaos into the earth, to bring death into the earth, and to take away peace. And his main hatred and his target is towards you Israelites. It says, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, right? If you out here living any kind of way, again, if you're not in the secret place of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, you living how you want to live, then you got to be afraid, because the Lord uses Esau as a punishing instrument. He is considered the sword of the Lord. So this is why you should be afraid, because let me continue. It says, for he beareth not the sword in vain. Again, the Lord has a purpose for this man, and he will use Esau to punish Israelites. He has done it, and he's still doing it to this day. You still have Israelites being hung and lynched. As you can see, they're plotting to attack Israelites, right? Particularly Israelite women, because they understand that those are the weaker. So they want to attack Jake. They want to attack our glory, right? Which is our women. It says, for he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So we coming into the times where the Lord is about to, activate Esau as his sword. He's about to turn Esau up, man, to perform his vengeance in the earth. Right, with those spirits created for vengeance. Esau is a spirit created for vengeance, and he's about to execute the wrath of the Most High, man, upon Israel. The Lord is gonna let it happen. Now they're not gonna prosper against the elect, because the Lord has his angels. He gave his angels charge over the elect to protect them. Right, but these niggas about to come down on Esau, man. Revelation 12 is quickly approaching, and Jake don't see it coming, man, because they too busy worried about sports. They too busy focused on, Young Thug getting out of prison, and free Lil Durk and all of this vain shit, and they complete they kids. They teach their kids to hate you. You got the police force using the image of Jake to practice targeting or for target practice. So yeah, man, that wrath about to come down. So just be very vigilant, man, and repent, because that's the only protection you have from these things that's coming, man. This man is about to really show his true hatred, to the full extent. I just wanted to pretty much spread that news, man, because they not playing. And tomorrow is the last day, so-called inauguration day, and we're gonna see, man, just how the Lord has things play out. It's about to get real tense, even more so than it has. That fire is being kindled. It's about to be more and more tension between Jake and Esau. There's going to be more division on all levels. The Lord is moving, man. All right, but Lord willing, this was edifying, and with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. DTA Abba Ball, Kwame Yashala. Till next time, Shalom.